very much. I love your whole vibe, and you seem really happy these days. Like, just, you know, if anybody checks your Twitter or any of your social media, it just seems like you're really putting out some great positive energy. But I'm interested to know where you're drawing your positive energy from.
My positive energy is based on the realization of how massive and infinite the universe is. You know, when I take myself outside of my own box or the world that I live in, or complications, problems, issues, whatever arises that people encounter every day, and realize how massive, first of all, Earth is, and then the solar system, the galaxy, the universe. It puts things into perspective. And I've been reading books and watching documentaries, and life is good. It just can get confusing and sometimes negative, or more than what it should be, you know,
right.
in a negative sense. But life can be great.
I know for myself, I'm just starting to kind of get this side of you and understand that, wow, I mean, you know, there's more to my love. Is like, whoa, this beautiful lady is very, you know, very deep, if I must say so myself. And now, have you always been this way? Have you always looked at the world in this light?
Actually, I have. I just was never able to articulate that early on. I remember, you know, when I would pray, when I was very young, I would pray and look outside of my window and look at the stars. You know, that was God to me, and that was incredible to me. And I couldn't articulate that and why, but I knew.
It's been, what, 15, 16 plus years in the business for you?
Lord.
And, you know, which is, you know, something that doesn't happen every day, you know, and now you're getting some pretty dope reviews and a lot of love with love, you know, and it's so great to see you doing all of this independently. Talk about what went into the creation of this EP.
And boy, when you get off, I'ma go off. Let's take it all the way. I'll do more than kiss on ya. Show you how I switch it up.
Well, I stay in the studio. I live in the studio. I have a travel studio in D.C., a little mini studio in L.A., and then lots of relationships that I've acquired over the years where I can just go in and we can play and create. I have musicians on the road with me that are very talented, and jam sessions, and I just surround myself around a lot of creative people, because I'm now back at the core of why I started music in the first place without a major, you know. So I've gotten back to myself when I was in high school, singing in the hallways and in gospel choirs with harmonies and coming up with this new harmony. It's back there, and I've never wanted to lose that. And sometimes you do have to take yourself out of the business to get back to love, because it does become a little calculated, and it's like puppetry and work, because it is a business, and you are there to be an indentured servant sometimes. And work. And it's great opportunity. February 14th is a special day for everyone, you know, who celebrates Valentine's Day. And it was a special one for me personally and professionally, because it's been so long and people are hungry for some music from me. It's not that I don't record, it's just that I have archived music that costs a lot of money, and I have to pay for it. So.
'Cause I'm more than a pretty face, not just another girl, more than a souvenir on your trophy case. Ooh, love me like a woman. Ooh, yeah.
What's next for your label? Are you looking for new talent? Are you just going to release yourself right now?
I've always been looking for new talent, so I've been doing some auditions just within my hometown first, and I found lots of people, but, you know, obviously I want to make sure that things are in order and in line and they can get the support that they need, so that's going to take some time as far as what I can do for them, but there are all kinds of opportunities that come with my brand as far as being on tour or opening acts or features and introducing them to the marketplace. or even getting them signed. That's available. But right now, I'm not casting a bunch of people globally or anything like that. But, because, hey, it's very complicated, and I believe artists need attention, and I'm still focusing on myself as well.
A lot of people are hungry these days, and they're using the internet to blow up, so to speak, and to put themselves out there, self-known, build a fan base. But I mean, you've seen it from both sides, the major and then the independent, and not just independent because you're signed to independent, but this is your own baby. But what are some of the pluses and minuses of going or staying independent?
Some of the pluses being independent is that you have full control of your budget, where every dime and penny is being spent. It's not being spent on other artists on the low or other agendas. It's also not cut off from you if you don't follow suit to what other people want you to do. You are your own boss. You dictate who you work with, and it's not for political reasons because someone owes someone a favor. It's let's go in and make some music, not quite to always be on radio and chase what's hot right now, but for the purity of why I did this in the first place in high school. So the core of my love is there, where it can get a little tricky with business minds involved because it can go so fast because you're there for strictly one thing, to make money for people. So creatively, you are free. Having your own studio as an independent label is also great because it's available to you 24 hours and you don't have to worry about overtime and people charging you thousands of dollars for, some studio time just to go in and create and play. So the playground is available to you where you can make mistakes. You don't necessarily have to come out with a hit song within 6 hours. So the pressure off of you. And you can really come up with some great stuff because you're in the right peace of mind and state of mind. Now, financially, because, hey, you're one individual, paying for everything yourself, that can get very challenging when you're also taking care of your family and survival as well, because music is an investment, some equipment, the flights, hotels, commissions, and everyone else and around you, from musicians to the production of the mixing and mastering, the photo shoots, any deals that you might want to do, styling for wherever you go, because it's all essential. That adds up, and people want more and more and more. So, getting on mainstream radio costs at least $150,000 to do it right nationwide, the way that people would expect a major artist to come back, and that's just per one song. Format. So, these are the things that the major labels, as banks, put up. Majors are great, too, at what they do, but it is strictly business. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find the right marriage and the right team, because each one has its pros and each one has its cons.
Appreciate you sharing that, with us. And not to keep you any longer, but I do want to know, I want people to know what else you're working on, what else you have going on that we should be looking out for. Movie, reality show, what we got?
Oh, man, our hands are all over the place. Yes, I'm always in the studio and expect more music this year. But I enjoy acting too. I finished a film last summer. It was a sci-fi film, and I played the role of a lieutenant/marine biologist in the Navy. So that will probably be coming out this year sometime, later on. And, touring as well. There will be some more tour dates on myandmaya.com, and we're putting that together now.
So it's safe to say you have a lot going on. So we have to try to stay in contact with you. And how could people follow you and on social media or get in touch with you in any other way?
I am on Twitter at Miss Maya. That's MISSMYA. And I'm on Instagram. That's Kiss Maya, KISSMYA.